don't bring anything about her to you. I still don't know who you are. I've never been into your lives. So just stop
No,
bringing up
it
my
was the
name.
comments bringing you up. So
No, it
nobody
doesn't
brought you
matter.
up. It was the
Whoever that
comments.
is, watch me. Nobody knows you. I don't care what you think
That's
or
my
what. Just
sister.
don't stop bringing up my name.
Scholar,
I mentioned she's not really
scholar.
too funny, you know. You can say, you know what, I'm not too big to him. She's entitled to say that. So,
Okay,
and
then how
moving
about this? Then
forward,
fuck
like
you and
showing no
suck my
pressure
dick.
with
How
you.
about
However,
that?
she's
I don't give a
entitled to
fuck.
say
We
that.
You
can
ain't gonna have this
hear if
fucking bitch up here
And
keep talking
honestly,
about
right
me
now, you
when I
proving
told
her
the
a little
fucking bitch to
right.
stop
Like,
bringing
this
up my
is
fucking
facts,
name.
dude.
I don't fucking know her.
Oh, okay.
Nobody fucking knows her. Stop bringing up my fucking name. I don't know who the fuck you are.
Okay.
How about that?
There we go. I'm trying to get it
I
done.
don't.
Scholar. What the
Scholar, you can't come up here and do this.
He just
See?
wanted some attention. Thank you, though, for bringing traction to the live.
And this is
Goofy.
Is
why I
exactly
said
why
what
I
I
don't
Thank you
said.
so
believe in
much.
that aligning with people. I don't like, and y'all know I don't have no direct issue with Scholar, but this is exactly why. And Ray, I'm not coming at you. I'm not saying you wrong. This is just my opinion. I don't believe in that aligning with people just because we on the same. We're going to the same. We want to get the same thing done because some of these people are not meaning well the entire fucking time.
That
So
doesn't
when you
matter.
do get to the destination,
I don't know. I gave
to
him
me,
a
to
shot.
me,
That's
it
what he
does.
wanted
I'm
to do
speaking
with
my
it.
opinion. To me, it does. To me, to align with somebody like that and say I'm fighting for kids, or to align with people like some of these people on this app, I don't give a
And
fuck
I mean, if I
what
can be
the end
real
goal is. I
and
will never
interject, he
align with them.
just,
I will never align with them. That's what got me fucking SA'd. Aligning with folks that I thought that even though I don't like this person, even though I don't care for this person, even though I think this person is on some bullshit, I'm gonna give it a chance anyway. And then what happened? End up getting fucking SA'd.
yeah,
That's exactly why I personally,
I
that's
don't
my
really
opinion.
understand that.
I don't believe in aligning with people just because we have the same fucking goal. Because
Me being fair.
your intentions can be totally different from mine, and I'm not about to do that.
Mm.
Let me interject, Lisa, real quick. In all fairness, I did give him a shot because I have been on numerous platforms and I've been blocked. Haven't really been doing nothing. He disrespected my family. And us black women, like, we got to stick together. You feel me? Like, bitch. Like, come on, bruh. It's really not that deep. We don't want no pressure. I don't want no pressure with nobody. You know what I'm saying? We just here just trying to ask questions that we can't typically do on anyone else's platform. So if he wants to block me, because I do follow him, you know what I'm saying? I follow all of you guys. You know what I'm saying? I support you. However, yeah, he's upset and alive. It's not really like me to mute or block. Sis, if you want him out of here,
I mean, this is
can.
your look. This
To
you
calling
already
women
know
out
how
their
we
name,
do
black
things,
women out their name, I couldn't align with that.
and
He up here
Uh,
calling y'all bitches and
you
stuff. I
have to
could not
kind of
align with that.
understand. I understand,
Not talking about protecting
Polisa.
children.
Polisa, I
I
get
think
it.
this is like nonsense because
I
I've
do
seen people
too.
align with people who dox folks,
I do
who've
too.
been disgusting, and now we all have
Now,
this
sis,
moral
you
compass
gotta
of what
watch
we
the
won't
door.
do. Like
You
that's
gotta watch the
nonsense.
door because I did block that page just so he
Speaking for
could
me.
stop
That's why I'm
with that.
speaking for me.
Because I think he only mute
That's
for like a
nonsense.
few
Like
minutes
I
at a
do think
time.
that it is a lot of just like okay, Polisa. I disagree because I also wouldn't align myself, but I
I
also
don't
understand.
align myself.
Well, not
So
align.
don't put
Sorry,
that. Don't say that I
sorry.
align with what he's doing. I have a
She
common
don't.
goal, and
You
that's
know
what
what?
I'm focused
I'm
on.
gonna drop out because this is bullshit. Because Ray, you was just in there flirting with that man. You was
I
just in
don't
there
think.
calling him
Hold on,
handsome.
real quick,
Y'all
because
talking about going to
I
dinner
don't think
together.
that it's
Bye,
bull.
y'all. I'm out. I don't do
That's
that. I
all
don't do that.
jokes.
You
Okay,
can't
And
play
I
in
can
my
do
okay.
face.
whatever I
Listen,
You can't
want.
play in my
hold
face.
I
on,
can
because
do
Y'all
whatever
have a
I
great
want,
day.
Felicia.
Thank you
I
for
don't
letting
think
me up.
that
But
it.
this is
You
some
cannot tell me what to
bullshit.
do ever
This
in a
bullshit.
lifetime.
This
Hold
some
on, Ray. I
bullshit.
don't
Y'all
think
know
that
it.
We
it's.
only in the same space
Hold
because we're in her
on.
space.
I
But
don't think that this
naturally, I
is
do not talk
bull.
to you.
I don't
So
think.
please.
I don't think what Ray is doing is bull, and I use the wrong words, and words are very important. I don't think that she's aligning herself with Skylar. I don't believe that to be true. I think she has a common goal. So I apologize, Ray, for that wordage that I use because words do very well matter, right? So I don't think it's necessarily for me, and I can only speak for myself that I don't think it's in alignment with that she agrees with him. I think they have a common interest, and she's just We have a common goal. Let's focus on this goal. I can understand it from that perspective, but I also understand how it can look like alignment to other people, because it did to me at first. I'm going to be honest, but I understand in listening. That's why I ask questions to people for clarity, to gain my own understanding. So I understand it from Ray's perspective. That doesn't mean I have to agree with her. Right? So like, if I can understand it from her perspective, I get it. I personally wouldn't do it, but I understand why, and it makes sense. I don't think she's doing it or being like malicious or like unaware of what he's doing. Now,
No, some of this stuff that he's done, I had no clue about. People automatically assume because you're on this internet that you know every person's waking move. You don't. Just like I don't know every waking move that you have. You don't know every waking move that you're like, even if you are close relatives, you don't know everything the people are doing. And so I don't know why people are so focused on me and Scarla. It seems like, Ray's in the live with Scarla talking about dinner. Why is that your business? I'm a grown woman. If I choose to be with Scarla after this, if I choose to sleep with Scarla right now, that is none of your business. That is not a topic. Like, that's none of your business. So I don't understand why that's a talking point.
I don't
agree. Understand that. That just sounds like to me some kind of twisted, warp sense of, I don't know, privilege that you think you have. Like, you don't have any privilege over my life. I can be around who I want, when I want, how I want. And there's nothing you can do about it. And you can't judge me. It doesn't matter. I put all my stuff out on the internet. My life is my own journey. Nobody tells me what to do in my life. I'm too old for that. I'm too mature for that. So I don't owe you no explanation to Polisa, to Tanya Michelle, to whatever his ex-girlfriend name is, that literally said that I have a felony, which I do not have. I do not owe you anything. None of you people are a part of my life in real life. Let's get that clear. I don't know you. And absolutely, you would not have access to me had it not been for this app. So stop acting like you can say something to me. You can't. I do not care for you. Police specifically. I think you are the most aggressive, distracted person I've ever met, even to your own movement. You're loud, you're aggressive, and anytime you come up in a platform, you turn it around and make it about you each and every time. That's why nothing can get accomplished when you're in the movement. So I do not mess with you.
Now,
so I can be around. Your opinion will never matter to me. Your opinion will never, I swear to you, your opinion about me never mattered from the beginning. You don't have respect for people. And I noticed that about you. So I stay clear of you. I came in this platform because these are my mutuals. And I came to show them some love. And obviously they have 269 people up here. And if I can bring awareness to 269 people, so be it. That's called being an advocate. That's called being an activist. You get in spaces so you can talk about what you want to talk about. But you and I are not friends. And we will never be friends because you're disrespectful. That's it. That's all. And that's all I got to say. Nobody tells me what to do. Period, point blank. I live my own life the way I want to live it. If I choose to be in Scarla's live laughing with him talking about dinner, which we've never been on. But if I choose to go to dinner, that's my business.
Y'all have to understand something. This is why I can understand. I definitely understand what Polisa was saying too. But this is why I understand both perspectives, and I'm always going to understand and listen to what people are saying. Like, I get what Ray is saying. I also get what Polisa is saying, because listen to the situation between me and my sister. My sister, this is her platform. I'm co-hosting. When I'm on my platform, I have my boundaries. She know from the door that I will not allow Scarlett to be in my live. She know from the door to block every single page, right? And she respects my boundaries. She may disagree, but she watches Scarlett, right? I'm in my sister live. I seen Scarlett in here and I seen him in the box, right? I have to respect the fact that even though I disagree with my own sister, this is my sister. If she wants to watch Scarlett, if she wants to give him a chance, if she wants to in the box. If she doesn't want me to block him from the door, then I have to understand that. I really think we have to learn how to be adults here, because I don't deal with Scholar. He's not welcome in my space. I said that my first live for my reasons. My sister gave him an opportunity. Even though I disagree, I still have respect for and understand why my sister made the decision that she made. We're not arguing. So what I don't understand is the argument, because if Ray does things a certain way, I didn't understand it at first and I had questions. She cleared up those questions by providing her perspective. Whether I agree or disagree, I still have to respect her for what she decides to do and take her as her word, right? So then you have Polisa who may disagree with her. Why do we have to, why can't we agree to disagree in a healthy way? Why does it have to be so much? I agree with people in the comments saying that he is very problematic and he is very disrespectful to Black women from what I saw. But that doesn't take away from what Ray is trying to do. I can understand that. And that doesn't take away from Polisa and Blaze what they're trying to do. And I don't think that that necessarily takes away from what Scholar's trying to do. I do think Scholar got a different motive than other people, but that doesn't really take away from what everybody collectively is trying to do. And that is what Ray is trying to, I think, clarify, right? Like, so it doesn't take away from what the main focus is, but I do understand why people had questions about how everybody was coming together. But yeah, that's all I have
So
to
let
say.
me say this, right? See running around in these comments, Mariah Lee Rose,
Right.
Miss Foreman.
Such a weirdo.
Let me speak, Ray. Let me speak, Ray.
Sorry.
I
Let
like
me speak.
her.
You running around in these comments talking about the man you used to date and acting like you wasn't dating him. You were with him, together with him. He flew to your house where your daddy puts you up. He slept in the same bed you slept in. Your opinion does not matter when it comes to any Black woman that he's done anything to on this app, because you were party to it.
And she was right
Now,
there.
I won't necessarily say her opinion don't matter.
Lady.
Now, I
She
think
was right there.
Leola
I did see that. I'm not gonna lie,
because you participated
but
in
you
the
like her.
BS. So don't
but
come
no,
around
I do like
here because
everybody.
you're
I
jealous.
don't have a problem with nobody. I like everybody. So, it's just a couple people I don't like. It's just two people, y'all. But Skylar one of them. I'm sorry, but I like everybody. I ain't got no problem with nobody, right? So I don't have a problem with Leola either. I don't have a problem with Ray. I don't have a problem with Blaze. So I don't have a problem with nobody. I don't know y'all to have a problem with. But what I
Thank
would
you,
say.
Sylvie.
But I will say I did see that too in the beginning, Leola. I'm fair. I'm gonna be honest on things that I did see. And I did see that in the beginning too. But then I also saw something about, we're not gonna go into this topic too heavy. I saw something about some abuse. I'm not sure the situation that happened between those two. But I think that, like, if she's out of that situation, I do think that she can kind of speak to it, because maybe she has some type of insight on him that we may not have, right? Because she dealt with him in close proximity. So, like, if we were talking about strictly about what Skylar has done, I think I saw her take accountability for that. I want to say I saw a live about that. I'm
No,
not
she
sure.
was involved in it.
I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I could
No, she
100%
didn't.
be wrong.
She didn't.
I can
She
100%
didn't.
be wrong.
She was a willing participant. She was a willing participant.
Yeah, so
She was a willing participant, and she fooled us all on the internet talking about it was a DV situation when it wasn't. It was all a game, and she thought it was funny. She played with Black people on this app.
Sure
and
did.
then she dogged the Black people on this app.
Sure did.
She is trash.
Now I didn't see that. Like, if anybody got any
So
recordings,
go look it up. All you have to do is put her name in and you can find out everything she's done.
Yeah, I can't speak to that, and y'all know I'm not gonna speak to something that I didn't see for myself, right? I can't speak to that because I didn't see it myself. Somebody said she called us color. I didn't see any of that, so if I see it, I can speak to it. You know what I'm saying?
I looked you up, Leola. I had to.
I definitely don't speak to things that I haven't personally seen myself. So like anything that I'm talking about is things that I saw myself, right? So if there's anything, I always tell people anything that you want me to see or anything, like somebody has sent me that conversation with Blaze earlier, you know, or whatever, talking about the $100 thing. So if there's something that I didn't see, feel free to send it to me. If there's a YouTube, like I'm listening because I be nosy while I'm at work.
I'm
So
gonna
I'm
send
just
it.
listening. So feel free and you know, we could talk about that next. You know what I'm saying? But the main point of this live was to talk about Safi, eye creep, apple sticks, and caramel wax, because I do think that if we're going to not we together, but if anybody's going to talk about, like, you know, with the children, I do think there were some questionable things on the mother's side, and I do think that there's questionable things on, you know, the other side. However, I think it was one of the twins, I can't remember. She did provide a lot of clarity as to why, and I think that that was the main question that some people had, because we can't call them groomers, y'all. Like, we got to have more information before we calling people groomers. That is a there, right? That's a heavy accusation. We can speak to Genty being a CA'er because we have things that we saw, and then you can look at his actions and you can make your own determination, right? So we have some things that we also, you know, so we can say that, right? But when we're talking about grooming, like, you have to be very careful. Now, can we see, from what I saw, can we say that we saw some questionable things that could align with somebody that potentially is trying to groom someone? Absolutely. And if you think otherwise, like, I don't know. But if you, sometimes you have to listen, you have to break down perspective, you have to give context before you're really just jumping to conclusions. And I see so many people jumping to conclusions in these comments, and obviously questions are not getting answered because you get blocked or muted from either side in somebody's live. So that's why we start going live, right? So I just think full context is needed before you start labeling somebody a groomer. That's all. I can't label them a groomer.
Who calls somebody a groomer?
That's how this started, Ray. So the conversation really started about, I think they were calling police a groomer, apple sticks. Tanya Michelle's been calling people groomers too. I think she's been calling, I don't know if she called Blaze a groomer or not. I'm not gonna say that. I don't know about Polisa, but I know for a fact about apple sticks and caramel wax, they were calling them groomers. I think it started with Safi was going around on different people's lives, and I don't know. I think it started there. I'm not sure how it started, so I can't really like speak to that. But like the stuff that I was seeing, we had questions about. You get what I'm saying? So they were here first, and we did ask them some questions from their perspective because things did look a little off. They came in, they gave their perspective, you know what I'm saying? And I understand it. I still don't, you know, wouldn't feel comfortable taking somebody's kids or having someone ask me to take their kids, but they did provide some perspective as to why, you know, and I think sometimes that's important before you just go to labeling somebody a groomer. And if this one situation, like, you can't just really determine somebody a groomer from just this situation, I feel like, but that's just me.
I don't agree that any of these people are groomers. Like, that's a very hard claim. Like,
and that's what I was saying, and that's the purpose
it's
of,
a
like,
very substantial claim. Like, that's not okay. And that's another thing. Just calling people random things, like groomers. Like, when you use those phrases, it takes away from the actual movement about SA and CA. It starts to have the talking points minimized. And so we start comparing apples to oranges, like essays to someone getting a traffic ticket. That's what starts to happen. Like, I don't know how to have that conversation, because to me, it's a non-conversation.
And see, for me, it's a conversation to, we got those
Because
questions.
what makes them groomers? Like,
Until
because they
somebody
have
says,
underage
no,
children in their
that's
lives?
definitely
Like,
not
I
what
don't
I
know.
think.